Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning. So today we can discuss the remaining questions from chapter 10, haloalkanes and haloarenes. Okay. The last question we had discussed in the last class, that is 9, right? Question number 9. Yes. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then next one, question number 10. Question number 10. Molecules whose mirror image is non-superimposable over them are known as chiral. Which of the following molecule is chiral in nature? Molecules whose mirror images are non-superimposable over them are known as chiral molecules. Which of the following molecule is chiral in nature? So option A, 2-bromobutane. Option B, 1-bromobutane. Option C, 2-bromopropane. Option D, 2-bromopropan-2-ol. So there are two conditions for considering a molecule as chiral, right? First one is the 4 groups attached to the central carbon atom. It will be different, right? And the second point is that they should have the non-superimposable mirror images. These two are the conditions for making a molecule as chiral molecule. Okay. So you have to draw the structure of these 4 structures, then you will get the answer. 2-bromobutane, then 1-bromobutane, 2-bromopropane, 2-bromopropan-2-ol. Which of the following molecule is chiral in nature? So first one is 2-bromobutane, right? Many children. Butane. So there are 4 carbon atoms. Okay. Then in the second position, there is one Br, right? Here it is CH3, then CH3, CH2, and here one hydrogen, CH, that can be attached to the carbon atom. So this one is the chiral carbon atom. Okay. That means the carbon atom that we are considering, this carbon atom. So look at the different groups attached to this carbon atom. Is the same or different? 2-bromobutane. Here there are different, right? Yes. Here ethyl group, then in the right side methyl group, then top it is hydrogen, then at bottom it is bromine, right? So the 4 different groups are attached to 2-bromobutane. Next we can draw the structure of 1-bromobutane. 1-bromobutane. So here the structure, there are 4 carbon atoms. So here this one is the carbon that we are going to consider. So look at the atoms attached to this carbon atom. Here there is one propyl group, then one bromine, then 2 hydrogen atoms, right? 2 hydrogen atoms. That means it has the same group. Hydrogen, right? So this is not considered as chiral molecule because the same 2 hydrogen atoms are attached to the carbon atom. Okay. The next one is 2-bromopropane, right? 2-bromopropane. 2-bromopropane. So 3 carbon atoms, and in the second position, one Br, CH3, here also CH3, then one H. In the 2-bromopropane also, there are 2 methyl groups, right? They are same. So this one is not a chiral molecule. Clear? Two methyl groups are attached to the carbon atom. The main condition for a molecule is said to be chiral. The four groups attached to the carbon atom will be different. In the case of 1-bromobutane and 2-bromopropane, the groups attached to the carbon atom is same, right? In the case of 2-bromopropane, 2 methyl groups are there, and in 1-bromobutane, 2 hydrogen atoms are attached to this carbon. Then one more structure, that is 2-bromopropan-2-ol. 2-bromopropan-2-ol. Just wait. One minute, children. So next one is 2-bromopropan-2-ol. So here also 3 carbon atoms. And in the second position, 1 OH group and Br group. The both sides contain CH3. Okay. Here also the same groups are attached to carbon atom. So which one is the correct answer? Option. Option. I will show you. Yeah, which one?
A.
Yeah, option A. One minute. Option A, 2-bromobutane. Okay, 2-bromobutane. Then question number 11. What is the name of the following reaction? CH3, CH2, CH2Br in the presence of sodium iodide, dry acetone, CH3, CH2, CH2I is formed. That means the halogens, they are converted into alkyl iodides. Option A, Sandmeyer reaction. Option B, Guterman reaction. Option C, Finkelstein reaction. Option D, Schwartz reaction. For the preparation of alkyl iodides, which reaction can be used? In page number 295, we can see that the name of the reaction. Page number 295. We have learned two named reaction. One for the preparation of alkyl iodides and the other one for the preparation of alkyl fluorides, right? So which one is the name of the reaction in which alkyl iodide is prepared? This one is alkyl iodide. And Dia, can you tell me?
Finkelstein reaction.
Yeah, it's option C, Finkelstein reaction. Alkyl iodides are often prepared by the reaction of alkyl chlorides or bromides with NaI in dry acetone. This reaction is known as Finkelstein reaction. And what is the name of the reaction in which alkyl fluorides are prepared? Alkyl fluorides.
Schwartz reaction.
Yeah, Schwartz reaction. This one is for the preparation of alkyl fluorides. Okay. The next question, 12th question. If cyclobutane react with Cl2 in the presence of light and then react with sodium metal in dry ether, final product is option A. This one is cyclobutane. Okay, this one is cyclobutane. So bromine substituted cyclobutane, then chlorine substituted cyclobutane, then 1 minute. Okay, this one is a double bond formed between two carbon atoms. Okay, and the D, that is two cyclobutane rings, they are joined together. So here look at the another reagents used in this reaction. Cyclobutane react with Cl2 in the presence of light and then react with sodium metal in dry ether. Sodium metal in dry ether. Which type of reaction is this? We have learned this type of reaction in the case of both alkyl halides and aryl halides. What's its name? Sodium in the presence of dry ether. Do you heard about Wood's reaction or Wood's fatigue reaction? Take page number 311. 311. And look which are the reagents there in Wood's reaction. Sodium in presence of dry ether. It will always give hydrocarbons. Okay. So what will be the product formed? If cyclobutane react with Cl2 in presence of light and then react with sodium metal in dry ether. So first the cyclobutane react with chlorine. A chlorine substituted cyclobutane will be formed. Okay, that's the first step. Then again this chlorine substituted cyclobutane, it react with sodium metal in dry ether. What will be the final product? We'll show you the reaction. Just wait. Okay, this one is cyclobutane. Okay, that means this is its structure. CH2, CH2, CH2. Then again here, CH2. Okay. Each line indicates a bond between two CH2 groups. Clear? So here the first reaction is Cl2 in the presence of light, H nu. Cl2 chlorine in the presence of light. So what will be formed? Chlorine in presence of light. You can see the reaction in page number 294. 294. How can we prepare alkyl halides from alkanes by free radical halogenation? Cl2 in the presence of UV light, what will be formed? Page number 295, first chemical equation. Hydrocarbon react with chlorine in the presence of UV light. What will be formed? This chlorine will be substituted in the cyclobutane, right? So it will be substituted. Clear? This is the first reaction take place though. Cyclobutane, it will react with chlorine in the presence of light. Okay. The chlorine is substituted on the cyclobutane. Then the next reaction here, this chlorine substituted cyclobutane, it will react with sodium iodide. Sodium in presence of dry acetone. Okay. Na, then dry acetone. This reaction is known as Wood's reaction. Wood's reaction. When alkyl halides react with sodium in presence of dry ether, what will be formed? The two chains, they will link each other. Okay. A hydrocarbon will be produced. And the side product, that is NaCl. 2 NaCl will be formed. So you can just mark these two reactions. First one in page number 295. Using chlorine in the presence of light, alkyl halide is prepared. Then the next reaction, that's in page number 311, Wood's reaction. Hydrocarbons will be formed. Clear?
Ma'am, the
Yes.
first reaction is
Page number 295. First reaction in the page number 295. under the heading from alkenes by free radical halogenation. The heading is in page number 294. Okay. So it's clear, children? So you can tell me among these 4 products, which one is the correct answer?
D.
Yeah, option D. Okay. So this hydrocarbon, it will react with chlorine in the presence of light, and chlorine substituted, this hydrocarbon will be produced. Then again, this alkyl halide, chlorine substituted hydrocarbon means that is alkyl halide, isn't it? So this alkyl halide again react with sodium in presence of dry acetone, sorry, dry ether. The final product is the two cyclobutane chain, they will linked with each other, or hydrocarbon will be produced. Clear? The next question, question number 13. Question number 13. Alkyl halides are prepared from alcohols by treating with option A, HCl plus zinc chloride, option B, red phosphorus plus bromine, option C, H2SO4 plus Ki, option D, both A and B. Okay, alkyl halides are prepared from alcohols by treating with. We have learned so many preparation methods of alkyl halides from alcohols, right? That's the first set of preparation method that we have learned. So among these 4 options, which are the methods that can be used for the preparation of alkyl halide from alcohol? Page number 294, under the heading from alcohols. Here you can see a lot of chemical reactions for the preparation of alkyl halides. And you can find out which are the correct options. What about first one, HCl plus zinc chloride? Is this correct or not?
Yes. Correct.
Yes, right? Because the first reaction, ROH plus HCl in the presence of zinc chloride, it will give RCl plus H2O. So this one is included. Then what about B, red phosphorus plus Br2? Look at the fifth reaction. Here also alcohol, it will react with red phosphorus in the presence of halogen to form alkyl halide. So this one is also included. This C, that not belongs to this type. So which is the correct answer, children? Among A, B, C and D, which one?
Option D.
Option D. HCl in the presence of zinc chloride and red phosphorus in the presence of bromine. It will both these reagents, it will produce alkyl halides from alcohols. Okay. All of you, please switch on your videos. Then we are moving to next question. Any doubt? Anyone? Okay, then question number 14. Select the byproduct formed in the reaction. ROH plus PCl5 gives RCl plus A. Okay. ROH plus PCl5 gives RCl plus A. Here A is option A, POCl3 plus HCl. Then next one, H3PO3 plus no other byproduct. Then C, H3PO3 plus HCl. Then option D, POCl3 plus no other byproduct. This one also from the preparation of haloalkanes from alcohols. So you can tell me what are the byproducts. Emmanuel, can you tell me which are the byproducts? This one also from the method of preparation of haloalkanes, page number 294, under the heading from alcohols. So which are the byproducts formed? along with this RCl. Hmm.
RCl plus
Hmm.
POCl3 plus
Hmm.
HCl.
Okay. Option A, POCl3 plus HCl. This is the fourth method of preparation of haloalkanes from alcohols. Okay. Along with this alkyl halide, POCl3 plus HCl is formed. Then question number 15. The order of reactivity of following alcohols with halogen acid is. Okay, the order of reactivity of following alcohols with halogen acids is. Option A, CH3CH2. Sorry, A, CH3CH2 CH2OH. B, CH3CH2 CH3OH. C, CH3CH2 C, CH3CH3OH. And the options given are A is greater than B is greater than C. Option B, C is greater than B is greater than A. Option C, B is greater than A is greater than C. Then option D, A is greater than C is greater than B. So we have to find out the order of reactivity of following alcohols with halogen acid is. So this one is primary, this one is secondary, and this one is tertiary. So try to find out the order of their reactivity towards halogen acids. Any idea which mechanism they will follow, SN1 or SN2? The reaction between alcohols and halogen acids. Reaction between alcohols and halogen acids. Tell me, children.
SN1.
Yeah, they will follow SN1 mechanism. Okay. Reaction between alcohol and halogen acid is SN1 mechanism. So what is the order of SN1 mechanism? About this primary, secondary, and tertiary. 1 minute. Okay. So you can write here reaction between alcohol and halogen acids follows SN1 mechanism, right? SN1 mechanism. In SN1 mechanism, how many steps are there? 1 or 2? How many steps are for SN1 mechanism? 2 steps, right? First step is the formation of carbocation, and second step, that is the attack of nucleophile into that substrate. Okay, so there are 2 steps. And what will be the order of this primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohols in this SN1 mechanism? We have learned the order. For SN1 mechanism, what will be the order? Tertiary, it is greater than secondary, it is greater than primary. What's the reason? Formation of carbocation takes place in the first step, right? Formation of carbocation. Okay, formation of carbocation is the first step. And in this first step, the carbocation, if it is tertiary, that is more stable. Okay, if more alkyl groups are present in a carbon atom, that is more stable carbocation. So the same thing is the stability of carbocation. It's always tertiary, it is greater than secondary, it is greater than primary. So in SN1 mechanism, there are 2 steps. First step is the formation of carbocation. Second step is the attack of this nucleophile into this carbocation, right? So in the case of carbocation, it has always the order of stability among their carbocations, tertiary, then secondary, then primary. So the same order will be followed in the reactivity of this alcohols with halogen acid. So what will be the correct order? Yes. Tell me.
Option B.
Option B. Because C, that is tertiary, it is greater than, then this one is secondary. So secondary, then primary. C is greater than B is greater than A. That's the order. So the reaction between alcohols and halogen acid, that follows SN1 mechanism. In SN1 mechanism, there are two steps. First step is the formation of carbocation, and second step is the attack of this nucleophile into this carbocation. And the order of reactivity of this carbocation in SN1 mechanism, that is tertiary is greater than secondary is greater than primary. The same order is followed in the reactivity order of this reaction. And do you remember about SN2 mechanism? It takes place in a single step. Both the attacking and the leaving group, both reactions take place in single step. And it will follow the reverse order. Primary is greater than secondary is greater than tertiary. And the reason is that it is due to steric effect. Do you remember what is steric effect? Due to the presence of large bulky groups on this carbon atom, the attacking nucleophile cannot enter the central carbon atom. Okay. So in SN1 mechanism, it follows the opposite order. Primary is greater than secondary is greater than tertiary. So it's clear, children, about question number 15. Do you have any doubt? Anyone? Achud, any doubt?
Ma'am, in page 304, they have given a diagram, right?
Yes. 304, right? Yeah.
So are we finding this based on the diagram?
That's again about the allylic and benzylic halides reactivity towards SN1 and SN2 mechanism. Okay, we have learned about two types of this alkyl halides in the beginning of this chapter, about the classification, right? Allylic halides and benzylic halides. Here, these two figures shows the reactivity of allylic and benzylic halides. They will show higher reactivity towards SN1 mechanism. Okay, because they are also stabilized through the carbocation. It will take place in two steps: the formation of carbocation, then the attacking. Okay, so these two allylic halides and benzylic halides, they also have the same order in SN1 mechanism. They are highly reactive towards SN1 mechanism. Clear? And the order is given in page number 304, just above that figure. For SN2 reaction, the order is from tertiary, then secondary, then primary. And for SN1, it is tertiary, it is greater than secondary, it is greater than primary. That's the order. Okay, yes. Then question number 16. One minute. The alkane that gives only one monochloro product on chlorination with Cl2 in the presence of diffused sunlight is, okay, the alkane that gives only one monochloro product on chlorination with Cl2 in presence of diffused sunlight is option A, 2,2-dimethyl butane, option B, neopentane, option C, N-pentane, option D, isopentane. So first we need to draw the structures of all these four compounds given here. So first we will try with 2,2-dimethyl butane. Just draw the structure of 2,2-dimethyl butane. Dimethyl butane. There are 4 carbon atoms, right? Then in the second carbon, there are 2 methyl groups. CH3, then CH3. CH2, CH3. This one is 2,2-dimethyl butane. Okay, 2,2-dimethyl butane. The next one is neopentane, right? Neopentane. This one also a 5 carbon chain, but their structure is different. This one is neopentane. Neopentane. Okay. The next one is N-pentane. 1 minute. N-pentane, that's a normal pentane. CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. And the last one is isopentane. Okay, isopentane. 1 minute. Isopentane, that is CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, CH3. This one is isopentane. So these are the 4 structures. And here the question, the alkane that gives only one monochloro product on chlorination with Cl2 in the presence of diffused sunlight is. So you look at the structures of these 4 compounds and you can tell me which one has a possibility for the formation of only one compound, only one chlorine substituted product. Chlorine can substitute in any carbon atom, right? And which one shows identical structure? Then it will give only one chloro substituted product. Can you tell me, children? Yeah. Which one?
Ma'am, can you reduce the size? I can see the written about neopentane.
Okay, okay. What about now? Is this visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Two-dimethyl butane, then neopentane, N-pentane, and isopentane.
Ma'am, is it N-pentane?
N-pentane. In N-pentane, there are 2 types of alkyl groups, right? CH3 group there, then CH2 group there. Isn't it?
Neopentane.
Yeah, neopentane. In neopentane, all the groups attached to carbon atom, they are equivalent, right? All are alkyl groups. If chlorine is substituted in any of this carbon, it will be named as same, right? It is equivalent in nature, right? All the groups attached to the carbon, they are alkyl, methyl group itself. So the only one product can be produced from this neopentane. Okay, so we can write the reason here. It contains all equivalent hydrogen atoms. Look at the number of CH3, H3 in each case, right? It contains all equivalent hydrogen atoms. Okay. So it will give only one monochloro product. Option B, neopentane is the answer.
Ma'am, monochloro means 1Cl, right?
Yes, yes. This is clear? Have you completed this one, children? Then question number 17. The reagent used in Guttermann's reaction. Actually, this Guttermann's reaction, that's not included in your chapter, but you can just note the reagent that is used in Guttermann reaction. That is option. Let's wait. Option A, copper in presence of HBr. Okay, that's the reagent used in Guttermann's reaction. Copper in presence of HBr. It's also a method of preparation of this alkyl halides. So the reagent used in Guttermann's reaction is copper in presence of HBr. Copper in presence of HBr. That's the reagent. And this one is the reaction of Guttermann's reaction. N2 plus Cl minus, then copper in presence of HBr. Bromobenzene will be obtained. Here. Bromobenzene. So first this benzene ring it is converted to benzene disonium salt. We have learned the method of preparation of this benzene disonium salt, right? That's in Sandmeyer's reaction, isn't it? Page number 296. Okay, page number 296. When primary aromatic amine, it is converted to this benzene disonium halide. This one is benzene disonium halide. Then again, it will react with copper in the presence of HBr to form bromobenzene. That is Guttermann reaction, benzene disonium chloride. We completed. In question number 18 and 19, that is out of syllabus. Shall I move to next question? Yes. Question number 20. Chlorination of toluene in the presence of light and heat followed by treatment with aqueous sodium hydroxide gives. Option A, orthocresol. Option B, paracresol. Option C, mixture of orthocresol and paracresol. Option D, benzoic acid. chlorination of toluene. What is toluene? What's the chemical formula of toluene? Benzene ring with CH3 group. That is toluene. Okay. Benzene ring with CH3 group. That is toluene. Yes, then chlorination of toluene in the presence of light and heat. So this is which type of reaction? Electrophilic substitution reaction. And we know that which type of products are formed in each case. Do you remember? Which positions are substituted by this chlorine? Ortho, para or meta? What are the type of products formed in this chlorination? Not only chlorination, but also in all electrophilic substitution reaction. In which position the coming in electrophile will be substituted? Ortho, para or meta? Which are the active sites? Tell me. We have learned about two major positions. Only on that position, the substitution reaction take place. Which one? Ortho and para. Only the substitution take place in ortho and para position, right? So a mixture of orthocresol and paracresol, that's the product. I will show you the reaction. Just wait.
Ma'am, this is there in the textbook.
It's not a direct question from the textbook, but we have learned about this electrophilic substitution reaction. Just wait. Yes, page number 340. Okay. So here you can see that haloarenes undergo the usual electrophilic reactions of benzene rings such as halogenation, nitration, sulfonation. In halogenation, this chlorination comes. Okay. And in all electrophilic substitution reaction, the products will be the further substitution occurs at ortho and para position with respect to the halogen atom. So the product formed is mixture of orthocresol and paracresol. Now it's time, children, right? So I will show you the reaction in the next class. Okay, so mixture of orthocresol and paracresol, that's the answer. Just 1 minute. Let me take your attendance. Okay, then thank you, children. See you in the next class. Bye.